Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Investor More, and I'm standing outside a house flip we just purchased today. And this is a really cool house to me because I sold it before. So I'll talk about that, a little bit about how we bought it, what we paid for it, all of that great stuff. We'll talk about what we're going to do to it and what we think it'll be worth after we're done with it as well. And of course, check out investormore.com for much more information on flips, rentals, being an agent, all that great stuff. It is Fun Car Friday, so we have the Diablo out. That's always a good time. And then have lots of books on Amazon and different things going on. So make sure you check all of those out as well if you're interested in learning more about real estate investing. So this property we bought for $347,000, which seems crazy because when I sold it last, it sold for $169,000, and that was in 2008. But 2008 was a little bit different time period than today, that's for sure. This is one we got from the MLS, so it's listed on, the multiple listing service where just about anybody can buy properties. It was listed on like a Friday evening or late afternoon for $330,000. And I actually had the Diablo out that day too. And so I came over here as soon as I could, saw the property, and made a full price offer that evening. Well, the agent was really good, the other agent. I'm an agent myself, so I make a commission, and I'm kind of the buyer's agent too. But she said the sellers are really hard to get a hold of. They need lots of time for a response. So even though I hurried over here real quick and got my offer in, it didn't really matter because we had to wait literally a few days to get a response. And she's like, we really like your offer. It's a really great offer. Close fast, no contingencies, but we can't get it signed. And I knew that was an issue because during the next day or two, I think they got 6 or 7 more offers on the property. And at that point, she told me, yeah, we have more offers. The buyers still like your offer, but some of the offers are higher. So I came up to what I thought my max number was, which was $347,500, and waited a few more days and ended up finally getting it. So it's not in bad shape. So as you can see, I'm talking a lot while I'm showing you stuff. There's a kitchen cabinet that's broken. There's a hole behind the fridge, right? It's not too shabby right now. Now, here's the garage right here. They did say they might come back and get a few more things just in the garage, but really it's not in bad shape at all. So we paid $347,000. I mentioned that I sold this house before. I sold this in 2008 in the prime of my foreclosure selling career. So this was a foreclosure. It was an REO, which stands for real estate owned. I can't remember. I think it had been lived in, but it literally had been built like in 2005. And then the foreclosure crisis hit Colorado a little earlier than some other spots. And builders just stopped in their tracks, just stopped building in the middle of houses. And so there were houses half built in this neighborhood for years before things got better. People started buying them, fixing them up, finishing them off. So yeah, it's kind of cool to, I saw this address come up and I recognized, I'm like, that can't be the same house, can it? And then I saw the picture, I'm like, oh, that's it, that's the house. So pretty cool to see it again. Now, usually I try to go through, turn on lights, make it so you guys can see everything. One, I think the power's off. I think it hasn't been lived in for a long time. And 2, almost every light is missing the light bulbs. I've looked in a few of them and they're all gone. So kind of strange, but yeah, I think just about every light is missing a light bulb. And so we're just have to deal without bright lights for right now. But luckily, it's pretty bright today. The basement has lots of big windows. It's finished and we can see pretty well down there too. So that's a good thing. But yeah, really, it's cosmetic fixes for this house. It's paint, carpet, maybe fixing a kitchen cabinet. And that's about it, really, and some yard work. The yard is a mess, we'll show you that too. But it's not in bad shape at all compared to some of the properties we buy and houses we flip. This should be a really, really, really easy one. Oh, there's a door handle, I lied. There's more than paint and carpet. And this is the master bedroom here. Again, very, very dirty, but really not in bad shape. And what else is interesting too, I looked up the public records. The people who I sold this house to, I wasn't their agent. They had a buyer's agent who represented them. but they're the same ones who own it now. So they bought it in 2008 for I think it's 169. Have owned it this whole time, and then are now selling it. So obviously something probably happened, because it doesn't seem like a very good situation where one party was sort of responsive and the other was very non-responsive about signing contracts and accepting offers, things like that, which are really pretty simple, easy things to do right now. So that's the master. We'll take a look in the backyard here too, where it definitely needs a little more work. And when I sell foreclosures, I talked about this a little bit before on a HUD home listing I had, I think it was earlier this year or late last year, where they actually took it away from me. And that's a crazy story. I hadn't done a HUD or any kind of REO work like 3 or 4 years, and I got one randomly, did a bunch of work, and then they decided I shouldn't be listing it and took it away from me. But you come through, you inspect the properties, see if anybody's living here. If someone's living here, you offer them cash for keys, which is basically money to move out to avoid the eviction. If they won't accept that, then you have to go through an eviction and do that route. Then once it's vacant, you come in, put utilities in the bank's name. I actually end up paying for utilities out of my own pocket on a lot of these properties, then get reimbursed by the bank. Sometimes we do repairs, rekeys, things like that. I paid for a lot of those things out of my own pocket, then got reimbursed by the bank. Sometimes we even did rehabs where we spent $10,000, $15,000 rehabbing properties, and then the bank would reimburse us. So you really want to make sure you get your paperwork done right and all that taken care of when you do that type of stuff. And then we do a broker price opinion, take pictures, pretty much like a mini appraisal, where we give the bank our value. The bank gets an appraiser to give them a value too, and then end up getting a price from the bank, listing it, putting it in the MLS, selling it, accepting offers, doing all that stuff. So that's the gist of selling a foreclosure. But the real work is talking to the banks, getting the banks to give you those foreclosures and those properties, because there's a lot of competition in that business. But I had a lot of fun, a lot of great times as an REO agent, but those times are behind me now. Now I'm an investor and much happier not having people tell me what to do and different things that go along with the REO business. But the other really interesting thing about this house is it has 6 bedrooms. So we saw the 3 bedrooms upstairs. It actually has 3 more bedrooms down here and lots of big windows, like you can see. It's pretty bright down here without any lights on at all. And so I mentioned we paid $347,500 for it. I'll also get a commission as the agent for buying it. So that'll be, I think it's 3% or 2.8% of $347,500. I'm not going to do that math right now. Somewhere around $10,000, $11,000. It will take some work, as you can see. They were worried about some water damage down here. I think it's from the bathroom upstairs. But really, minor stuff, you know. I mean, there's no mold. We can definitely get it checked out, you know, to make sure. But really minor stuff. Actually, I lied. I found 1 light bulb. That's it. But the light doesn't work. So I think we can get this done in $20,000, $25,000 at the most, doing flooring and paint throughout everything. I mean, we don't have to do much work in the bathrooms at all. Like, there's really hardly anything. Oh, there's a broken tile. I haven't even... Well, there's a little bit more water damage. I don't think I saw that before. But really, it's so minor. And I don't know where that broken tile came from. The shower or the floor. Who knows? But yeah, it's in pretty good shape. And they left me a toothbrush. Oh, and they left me some ravioli over there, so if I get hungry. The last few houses we bought, I've been left cookies, all kinds of cool stuff, so it's nice of them. But yeah, I'm getting distracted. We're probably going to spend $25,000 in repairs, have another $35,000 other costs, because it will be selling for more. We'll have more financing costs, more agent costs, more carrying costs like property taxes, insurance, things like that. And this property should be worth $460,000. Maybe even a little bit more. So it should be a pretty good deal and pretty easy flip and pretty fast one. So I was pretty excited to get this one in. I'd love to get it for $330,000, but I'd also take it for $347,000. But as you can see, there's a lot of rooms down here. I think this house only has like 1,300 square feet on each floor. So it's pretty rare. You can see 3 bedrooms that are pretty good sized, all have closets. I mean, it's not a huge family room here, but you've got a family room, plus another like bonus room back there. Big bathroom. You just don't have a whole lot of storage down here, but hey, use a bedroom for storage if you need to. So that is the property. We have bought 4 flips in August now. So after not buying anything in June and July, we're trying to make up for that by buying 4 this month. I do not have anything under contract to buy in the future, but that can always change very quickly, since a lot of times we'll buy houses in a week or 2 after we get them under contract. So yeah, that's the house. Pretty cool, pretty exciting. Don't know if any murders have been committed in this one, so hopefully not, but we just had a church we bought where somebody was murdered in it, if you're wondering about that. And my channel's always had references to murder rooms as well, so it was fitting. But there we go. Pretty cool house. Nice to get one of these newer ones. It doesn't need much work. Has nice big windows in the basement already. All the wiring, plumbing, HVAC should be okay. You never know for sure. Sometimes even newer HVAC systems can go out if they're not maintained well. But pretty excited about this one. And pretty happy I got it. And would love to have a bunch more easy cosmetic flips like this. That is for sure. All right, thanks for watching. Hope you guys appreciated this video. Let me know what you think. Love it when you like our videos. Love it when you subscribe and get to see all our other videos. We have, I think, 10 flips going right now. Few rental properties that we're selling as well. Rental properties that we're buying too. Lots of things going on. 1031 exchanges. We have real estate advice videos, so we'll have a lot more stuff coming up. If you have requests, let me know too. And we'll be back with much more coming up here soon.